What's up everyone, Quaxon ML here. Today I'll be showing you how to make good teams in Monster Legends. First, you want to know the basics. The 4 types of monsters are the attackers, who will be doing large amounts of damage and killing the enemy monsters in short turns. Then you have your support monsters, who will be healing, reviving, and clearing your team of any negative status effects. Next you have your tanks, who will be absorbing most of the blows and redirecting enemy attacks. Then you have your deniers, who should go first in the turn order and prevent the enemy team from getting turns in. Lastly, you have your cursors, who... no. Horrible example. Xavipit, no. Okay, Glubu. Glubu is kind of a tank, but whatever, it's fine. Cursors are the guys who apply DOTs, which means damage over time. Stuff like bleed, poison, and curse, stuff like that. Keep in mind there are a good amount of monsters who fit in with multiple categories. For example, Brutalizer can be used as both a tank and an attacker. To make a good team, you need good team synergy, which means you need your teams to work with each other and cover each other's weaknesses. For example, my team right now is Rimlad, Brutalizer, and Ragnarok. Rimlad has area dodge and can revive. This works well with Brutalizer because he had the taunt trait, so to kill Rimlad, you'd have to go through Brutalizer. Ragnarok can also heal and turn transfer, so if I have Ragnarok go first, then he can turn transfer over to Brutalizer, getting that damage boost, and then doing increased damage when it actually is his turn. Next you have your Denier team, who should have support, and usually I like to run an attacker with a Denier, but you can also run a tank, just because most Deniers don't do much damage. Now let's say you have a cursor and want to make a team with it. Now, cursors can be a bit tricky to use because DOTs can easily be cleared, making it a nightmare to finish off a monster. So most cursors have some other gimmick as well. A few examples would be Glubu, who is a Megaton tank, who can absorb lots of damage, but also do pretty good damage as well. Another monster is Gwalgi, who can deny with cooldown activations. If Social Point made a cursor who was only a cursor, they would have to do some serious DOTs because the last one-trick cursor was Xavipit, who is just icky. I'm kind of sidetracking at this point, aren't I? I could go into details about each class, but this video would be way too long. Anyway, just remember these simple points to make a successful team. First one is cover your monster's weaknesses. An example would be if you have a high cooldown moveset. Have a monster who can deactivate cooldowns on your allies or give cooldown immunity. Or even have a monster with low to no cooldowns, so that way Guy to Go doesn't use one move and your whole team becomes burnt toast in a trash can for 3 turns. The second one is protect your allies at all costs. I always make sure that when I go into battle, I can heal and clear negative status effects. The worst feeling is having a monster who's low and has 2nd or 3rd stage of curse. It just sucks. So be sure to cleanse and heal. Last one is utilize Relics. Relics will completely change the way a battle will be going. There have been multiple times where it's just my Rimlad with his revive skill on cooldown, but when he dies, boom, Uriel Essence kicks in, he gets a turn, revives Ragnarok, Ragnarok revives Brutalizer with an extra turn, and I went from dead to better than ever. Relics can turn attackers into stamina drainers, tanks into tankier tanks, the dead into being alive, and your monsters from being half to full. If you want to win, you need proper relics.